which flew 4,000 kilometers over the north of Japan, falling into the Pacific. Warnings were issued telling people in the north of the country to stay indoors and find shelter if possible. The Japanese government has expressed outrage at the launch, the fifth missile North Korea has fired in the last 10 days.
In the statement, the Biden administration called the launch destabilizing, dangerous, and reckless. American car buyers are paying a lot for cars up front and over time, says business reporter Jason Brooks.
With auto prices climbing to record highs in 2022, the average amount financed for new vehicles registered a record high in the third quarter at well over $41,000. Edmunds said the average monthly payment for new vehicles was about $700 in the third quarter.
The Supreme Court is hearing oral arguments on a gerrymandering case, says CBS's Steve Dorsey.
The case is a challenge to a newly redrawn congressional map in Alabama. Critics say it undermines the power of black communities by making one congressional district out of 7 as majority black. More than a quarter of the state's population is black. Alabama officials call the map race neutral.
A scathing new report details systematic abuse within the U.S. Women's Professional Soccer League. CBS's Nikki Batiste spoke with the leader of the investigation, former Deputy Attorney General Sally Yates.
In a circumstance like this, under the National Women's Soccer League, is there such a thing as a consensual sexual relationship?
Not between a player and a coach. There is such a power differential in that relationship. It is, by definition, not consensual.
Reuters is reporting that Boeing does not expect its MAX 10 airliner to get FAA approval until next summer. Boeing has recently booked major orders for the plane from Delta, Canada's WestJet, and other carriers. If it doesn't get FAA approval by December, Boeing would have to meet new, modern cockpit alerting requirements that could significantly delay the aircraft's entry into service. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
Yeah, I'm so stressed. Our business is growing. We've got people all over now.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending Ooma and their all-in-one phone, video, and collaboration solution.
Uma?
Yep, switching to Ooma is a cinch. Just $24.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Visit Ooma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Ooma. Smart communications for the smarter business.
As a mom, I know how my little guy's feeling just by listening. That's happy. And that's a stuffy nose. So that's when I use Vicks Sinex Children's Saline Nasal Mist.
Instantly clear mucus at the source with Vicks Sinex Children's Saline. Get fast, drug-free relief from everyday stuffy noses for ages 1 and up. Vicks Sinex Children's Saline. Look for the Vicks branded nasal spray in the cold and flu aisle. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
A big surprise at a killer of a concert in New York City.
Killer's lead singer Brandon Flowers introducing the Boss, who joined the band for a set at Madison Square Garden. Springsteen and the E Street Band's Jake Clemens in the spotlight for Badlands, Born to Run, and Dustland from the Vegas Rockers. One fan says even the ushers were buzzing about, quote, that old guy who got up there and took over. Springsteen's due out with a new solo album of soul classic covers, November 11th. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Planned Parenthood will move a 37-foot-long RV around Illinois as a mobile abortion clinic. The organization will travel the borders of neighboring states that have banned abortions since the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade earlier this year. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
12:05 at the Bay Area's news station, KCBS. We'll have clear skies in, a little bit of fog around the coast. That's going to burn off early this morning. Good morning, I'm Dan Mitchinson, and we're going to start this hour in Oakland, where police say a shooting that killed 2 Berkeley High School students was not random. KCBS's Bob Butler tells us the police chief vows that arrests in the case will be made.
It's a birthday party, and individuals came to this birthday party. We believe it was upwards of 30 people.
Police Chief LaRon Armstrong says some uninvited guests walked in and opened fire. Armstrong says this was not gang-related, but there had been some sort of dispute at the high school.
We have to get guns out of the hands of young people. And that is not just a police issue. That is an issue for families.
These things start at home.
Airbnb says the home was rented by a parent who was not supposed to have a party. That person has now been removed from the Airbnb platform. In Oakland, Bob Butler, KCBS.
Flowers, meanwhile, continues to grow at Berkeley High School as students and staff remember the two teenage brothers.
This is Matt Bigler at Berkeley High, where students have been bringing flowers to a makeshift memorial on campus to remember 15-year-old Angel Sotelo and his brother, 17-year-old Jazzy Sotelo.
I was just sad.
Senior Karen Monroe was in the same neighborhood at the Oakland-Emeryville border on Saturday night when the shooting happened, and says the fact that two of his classmates were killed hits too close to home.
You can never be too safe in this community. Like, anything could really happen.
The Berkeley community has lost two of our babies.
Superintendent Anikia Ford-Morthell says they are creating circles of healing for both students and staff.
This is a really hard time for all of us. Never, ever should a community be devastated like this. And we are coming together to heal together, to be of service, and to be in community with the family who's experienced this loss firsthand.
At Berkeley High School, Matt Bigler, KCBS.
Oakland, confirming they have now investigated the city's 100th homicide of the year. This happened Monday afternoon in West Oakland. Police say most of the city's 100 deaths by violence this year have been from gunfire. The Oakland Police Officers Association says this is the third straight year where there have been more than 100 homicides in the city. And after yet another deadly shooting in Oakland over this weekend, some city leaders are calling for changes to one area of the criminal justice system. KCBS's Kathy Novak reports they want Alameda County to reimagine its approach to youth incarceration.
For many black and brown kids in Oakland, the cycle of violence starts at a young age, says Judene Brew of the Urban Peace Movement.
Black youth in Oakland are 100 times more likely to be arrested than white youth in Oakland. This number is alarming, which tells us that there is systemic change that drastically is needed.
He's part of the Free Our Kids Coalition, which has put together a proposal to reform the juvenile justice system, shifting the focus away from incarceration and towards programs that support and care for young people. Vice Mayor Rebecca Kaplan is one of the city council members introducing a resolution that urges Alameda County to support this approach.
We know that the spiral of violence has to stop. And this grassroots community coalition here is laying out some of the essential answers of how we stop that spiral.
The ultimate goal to drastically cut down on the number of young people who get caught up in the system and to prevent violence from happening in the first place. Kathy Novak, KCBS.
Coming up on KCBS, I'm Keith Benconi in Santa Clara County, where local leaders are drawing up a plan to get more guns off the streets.
Gun violence is not going away.
Right now, 12 away, we're going to say good morning to Carolyn Burns, who's keeping an eye on the roads for us. And what are you seeing out there, Carolyn?
Good morning. We head back to that San Lorenzo area. A little bit better news on northbound 880 before Hesperian Boulevard. A three-car crash had the three right lanes shut down. But the good news is CHP telling us that everything has been moved off to the right-hand shoulder. All of the lanes are open. That's the good news. The bad news is that the backup is still very slow to recover, and you'll start to crawling along from just after West A Street. Then once you get on beyond that and start heading towards downtown Oakland, you'll have absolutely no other problems to get in your way. Also, the Altamont Pass, right now we do have a high wind advisory all along 205 coming out of Tracy and onto the Altamont Pass on 580, both directions there, but right now traffic is not being affected and traffic just zipping through the area. Your next traffic update is at 12:18 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
We're starting to see the clouds move in. There'll be a little bit of fog. Most of that will arrive around 3, maybe 4 o'clock this morning. Look for temperatures to dip into the mid-60s around San Francisco. A little bit cooler as we move inland. Your average temperatures, though, expected this afternoon with highs ranging from the upper 60s to lower 70s if you're going to be around San Francisco and along the peninsula, 80s inland. The warm-up, though, begins tomorrow and Thursday. East Bay, North Bay will be looking at anywhere from the mid-80s to low 90s Thursday and Friday. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on KCBS.
What's up, everybody? Guess who's hosting a new podcast? No Mercy with Stephen A. Smith. Listen as I pull back the curtain on everything beyond of sports, interviewing influential guests, outspoken celebrities, and thought leaders across the political, financial, and social spectrum. You know me, I'll give you my unbiased opinion. The episode drops every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. No Mercy with Stephen A. Smith, a presentation of Cadence 13 and Odyssey Studio, available on
on the Odyssey app or wherever you listen to your podcast.
Do you have neurology?